Country music's Maren Morris woke blasts Trump take Mercedes. The award-winning country star Maren Morris now wants to burn the genre to the ground. Maren Morris announced she's leaving country music, and in case you haven't heard, it's all Donald Trump's fault. Country music fans everywhere should send the former president a thank you note. She claims the same fans responsible for her success, you know, the ones who have deep roots in God, family and country, are suddenly misogynistic, racist, homophobic, transphobic and phobophobic. Okay, I made that last one up, but apparently the talking points arrived from her recording studio in LA, and she dutifully checked off all the wokeified buzzwords to secure her seat at the politically correct pop music table when she begins her second act. Not that she needed to prove her woke bona fides. She already had an impressive record. Ever since she landed in Nashville, she's been insufferable. Earlier this year, Morris bragged about introducing her 2-year-old to drag queens at a pro-LGBTQ event, and dared the state of Tennessee to arrest her. This was weeks after the state banned drag shows near schools. Why are these people so angry they can't sexualize kids? She's crowned herself the authority on all things toxic, and as far as Morris is concerned, what qualifies as really toxic, not just the regular kind of toxic, is Jason Aldean's "Try That in a Small Town." You know, the song that condemns violent crime in our country. According to the Book of Morris, what's definitely not toxic is her flame throwing at Aldean's wife Britney, who seems to live rent-free in her head. Last year, Britney posted a video on Instagram applying makeup and thanking her parents for not changing her gender during her tomboy phase because she loves her girly life. That enraged Maren, who's a proponent of child sex change surgeries and obsessed with allowing drag queens to shake their stuff in front of kids. What's next? An LA strip club selfie with her toddler. Still, Morris took the classy not trashy road. Just kidding, she went straight to name-calling, starting with "scumbag human." Followed up later by, "You know, I'm glad she didn't become a boy either, because we really don't need another a whole dude in the world." Video and putting an exclamation on it all, F all the way off to Insurrection Barbie and the fellow IBs trolling this comment section with their hypocritical, hateful AES. In other words, not just Britney but anyone who disagrees with Morris. If you're counting, most of the country music demographic thinks cutting off kids' genitals is a really bad idea. Chaser. Still, Karening, Morris has said of all of country music, "I hate feeling like I need to be the hall monitor of treating people like human beings in country music," and it got worse, irreparable, almost, after Trump got elected. It must be exhausting being so morally superior. Morris was still so triggered by Britney that she didn't feel comfortable going to the CMAs last year, except to show up halfway through the event, just in time for the presentation of the award she was nominated for, Album of the Year. She lost, and she left. Grossly overestimating her importance, Morris said of country music, "I thought I'd like to burn it to the ground and start over. But it's burning itself down without my help." Not exactly. In August, history was made when country music took the top 3 spots for the first time ever on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. No fires to put out there. Playing the role of the angry, narcissistic victim, she may have failed at burning country music to the ground, but she's certainly burned the bridge to an industry run by woke brass who were more than happy to hand her multiple CMA and ACM awards and throw their support behind an extreme leftist female artist. Video. As far as country fans are concerned, pop music can come get their person. We're done with her. It would appear as though the rise of Jason Aldean and Oliver Anthony's music may have sent her over the edge. Aldean's song, "Try That in a Small Town," went straight to #1 on the iTunes chart right before it scored him his first #1 spot on Billboard Hot 100. Almost overnight, Anthony went from playing his guitar on his Virginia farm to becoming a household name. "Rich Men North of Richmond," a song about the discrepancy between the working class and the elites that run the show in Washington, shot to #1 on Billboard Hot 100, making him the first artist with no prior chart history to ever debut at #1. In addition to Billboard, he claimed the #1 spot on the iTunes chart for his debut song and then landed in the #2 and #3 spots with 2 more songs. Relatable is the only explanation for the massive skyrocketing success of Anthony, as well as Aldine's. Try that in a small town. People relate to what's real. You can't fake authentic. While Maren Morris is busy hall monitoring the unenlightened among us for saying it's a really bad idea to cut off kids' private parts. Artists like Aldine and Anthony are writing songs that connect with average Americans. And when given the choice, Morris would rather sell out her audience than connect with them. She'll pick opportunistic over authentic every single time. Her new EP, The Bridge, is supposed to symbolically connect her past in country music to her future. I think we've established that she's already burned the country music bridge. Ironically, it was released last week just as her temper tantrum declaring her country music exit was kicking into high gear. Shocking, I know. She calls the 2 songs on the EP incredibly key to my next step. In the video for The Tree, she's shown lighting a match and watching a tree burn. Somebody please check on her. She's obsessed with burning stuff down. The tree is supposed to symbolize country music, which has been so draining and unhealthy for her, or something. We're just supposed to know that she's the victim. The second song is self-explanatory, Get the Hell Out of Here. I'm fairly confident I speak for most country music fans when I say we couldn't agree more.